Good morning. Welcome back to our kitchen. I'm Stephanie, and this is Lauren, and we're two of Festival's registered dietitians. This morning, we're coming at you with an easy skillet recipe. It's so easy that we don't even need Chef Julie here to help us.
I know, Steph. It's incredible. So what makes this recipe so incredibly easy is that it uses canned foods.
And as you can see on our aprons, Lauren and I are what you call can ambassadors. We are working with the Cans Get You Cooking campaign with the Can Manufacturers Institute. It's a mouthful, but really it's easy. So let's just jump right into the recipe.
Yes, so like I mentioned, we're making a one-dish skillet recipe. So this is a chicken and black bean enchilada skillet. So we've got just a couple ingredients, and really that's all it is. So first ingredient, we're using cooked chicken, and I just got this from our deli department at Festival. We sell the full rotisserie chickens, so we're just using the cooked meat from that.
All right, and you took the skin off?
Yes, yep.
Okay.
So we're gonna toss this in here.
I'm in charge of stirring today.
We're double
I can
teaming.
Definitely do this.
Our next ingredient, these are corn tortillas, and we just slice them up into really thin strips. So we're gonna kind of toss these in here too.
These are so fun.
Aren't they? And you can have them too.
Yes, they're gluten-free.
Next, we've got some onion for some flavor. Just some diced up onion. This all go in here. And then lastly, we've got some minced garlic. Also give it some good flavor.
All right. And one of the things I should mention, we're using a countertop skillet. That's really just because I happen to have one at home. You can do this on the stovetop. You definitely don't need this particular piece of equipment to make this recipe happen.
And this is really convenient for us here today. So this is going to cook for about 5 minutes or so until the onions get cooked through. So in the meantime, while you're kind of stirring that up, I'm going to get the sauce ready.
Okay.
So we're using diced Rotel tomatoes.
Now, are those just tomatoes?
These have the green chilies in there as well, so gives it a little extra kick, which I really like.
Awesome. And the beautiful thing about using canned tomatoes, I like to call cans my sous chef because it does all the cutting for you. You don't even have to think about that. It makes it that much faster.
Oh, I love that. So next then we're going to do a can of enchilada sauce. We're just pouring that right in. Next we've got no salt added black beans. So we drained and rinsed these. But since they are no salt added, they're just as nutritious as fresh, which is really great.
That's awesome. And the beautiful thing about canned beans in any type of bean is that you don't have to take all of the time because you could spend like 30 to 40 minutes actually just preparing the beans, and who has time for that on a busy weeknight?
Definitely. So we're going to kind of mix it up here, and then lastly, we're going to toss in some seasoning. So we've got some cumin in here and then some garlic powder as well. I'm going to toss this in for a little extra flavor. And how's our skillet doing there?
It is doing well.
All right.
I feel like it could actually go just a few more minutes just to make sure that the onions are cooked through.
Okay. So while we're waiting for the onions to just about finish cooking up here, why don't we talk a little bit more about canned foods?
Sure. One of the things I absolutely love about canned foods is that they really seal in freshness and nutrition. So I think one of the things that a lot of people don't know is, say tomatoes, for example, it's literally only hours from the time that they are picked from the plant and actually make it into the can. So you're truly getting the fruit or vegetable at the peak point of freshness, which is pretty cool.
Yes, as a dietitian, it's really great because, again, they're available all year round. And then they're just as nutritious. Oftentimes it's fresh.
Right, and you mentioned all year round. So in Wisconsin, obviously we have a much shorter growing season than other areas around the country. So it's a great way to get your fruits and vegetables in without having to buy everything fresh or hoping that it tastes okay because it's not peak season.
Yes, exactly. Right. So this looks like the onions are about cooked through now. So I'm going to just kind of pour this in here over the top. So this is our bean and sauce mixture here.
This smells so good.
It does smell really good. I can smell the green chilies. I'm glad I opted for that variety.
Definitely. That adds a little bit of heat.
Yes.
And, you know, if you wanted more, you could probably throw in an extra can of diced chilies as well. And I know for me, I prefer doing chilies that are diced because otherwise the heat gets stuck on your fingers, and then it never fails. I rub my eyes and I get it in my eyes.
We don't want that to happen.
You can tell I'm not a chef, but...
All right, we're doing pretty good so far.
Yeah, we are.
This looks pretty well mixed up here. So we've got some cheese. I'm going to sprinkle about half of it on to kind of let it melt. And then I'm going to save the rest. Oh, put it on here.
Okay,
save the rest to garnish. Yes, yep. So
let
we
it
want
melt
that
in
to
there.
get melty and cheesy in there. I just love this because, again, it's one dish.
Yeah.
To clean afterwards, everybody can kind of serve from it. Really nice and simple, a great dinner.
All right, so we got the cheese mixed in, and then we need a little bit more on top.
You got it. We'll garnish with some cheese. I would definitely serve this up with some plain non-fat Greek yogurt as a sour cream substitute.
Oh, avocados and stuff on the
Ooh.
side, maybe even a little cilantro on top.
Yes, that would be excellent.
Oops, here's a spoon.
So let's taste our creation here, Stephanie.
We did it without Chef
Yum.
Julie. If you'd like this recipe or any of our recipes, you can visit our blogs at festfoods.com. Just click on the health and wellness link.
This is definitely a recipe that you can cook at home. Back to you guys.